Rapid Fire PS Vita News. Would that be a good name for this segment? I feel like I'll never come up with a decision, but I've got some. Now, after covering the PS Vita for so many years, you just happen to run into the most epic, ambitious, mind-blowing projects out there. Such as in this case, and boy is this ever a doozy. Does anybody actually say that word anymore?
Probably not.
So I recently got contacted by a homebrew dev who we're going to be calling Island Games, according to their Twitter account, as you can see here. Play on word to Vita Island, no doubt. I like it. Anyway, that's no doubt their alias. And what they had to tell me, oh boy, my jaw is literally hitting the ground. Seems like I heard that phrase somewhere before. Are you guys ready for this? They want to bring out what could potentially be the very first homebrew PS Vita physical release.
What year is this?
Now, the game that they want to bring out is called Hand Cannon, and thus from what I have seen of it so far, it looks like a pseudo Mega Man style clone, and that's never a bad thing. Unless I'm wrong about that fact, in which that probably is a bad thing. But when am I ever right? Here's a gameplay sample. For those of you who are maybe not into the whole physical aspect of the PS Vita, do not worry, they also plan to do a digital version of this as well, again, via homebrew. Now, of course, I got very curious as how they are going to accomplish such a feat. You know, being the whole Sony official cartridge fiasco, because those are, well, quite frankly, not being produced anymore. That could just end up being an issue here, but in this case, absolutely not. And this was their response to me. Hey, James, official Vita carts are just NAND chips soldered to a board. Basically, just like the SD to Vita. Except the chip isn't removable. I am following that approach and will be creating my own custom board. It is basically a modified version of an SD to Vita, but instead of a micro SD card, I will be using a SD NAND chip soldered to a board. The cartridge will have a sticker, feature a manual, and a case with a reversible cover. Oh man, come on, did you have to tell me that? I'm already drooling enough as it is here already. The inner PS Vita collector in me is running wild. It will require, of course, the fake GC plugin to play the game. So yeah, of course you will need a hacked PS Vita in order to access the content. I will also be releasing a digital version of it, and of course the game will incorporate bartender trophies. Basically everything you would find in an official release. They've been working tirelessly on this game for a very long time now, and they are shooting for a May 2023 release date. However, keep in mind guys that this date is subject to change because much like with everything new that is coming to the PS Vita currently, thank you for that Sony, it's all done by the community, and many of these individuals are working on these projects on their lonesome. So things are subject to change. We'll just have to see how all this plays out. But if this individual is able to get all of this up and running, we just might be seeing PS Vita history in the making here, with our very first fan-made homebrew physical release title, much like the Dreamcast and many other consoles are currently getting these days via their own respected homebrew communities. I cannot wait. You can start drooling now again if you want to. And if you have any questions for this individual, I will have a link to their Twitter account down in the video description, and they are very good at responding to all of their comments. And I guess that'll just about do it. I will do a follow-up video to this topic should new information be announced. Oh, and speaking of videos, this video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous Patreon and YouTube membership supporters who help make this content possible. If you would be interested in supporting the channel, then check the links down in the video description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see ya next time. Whoa, I'm almost at the 4-minute mark. This wasn't as short of a video as I thought it was gonna be.